All from the Virginia Sports Network.
12 to shoot. Clark at the top of the key. Clark drifting to his right with 8 to shoot. Finds Dunn. Driving baseline. Dunn attacks. Layup good! The true freshman took it in and scored the biggest basket of his college career.
Number 2.
Sticking with college basketball, Baylor's Langston Love. First, that's a great name. Love heading from downtown and also throwing one down. John Morris with the calls from Learfield.
Pass right side to Bridges. Three-pointer is good by Langston Love. So it's back to 9 points. That was the halftime deficit. Chianti steals the ball. Alley-oop and a jam to Langston Love on the steal by Chianti George and an alley-oop pass. Timeout Tarleton.
Number 1.
NBA Donovan Mitchell had a night dropping 43 in the Cavs home win against the Lakers. The call from WTAM Radio.
Mitchell at the other end with 7 on the clock. Mitchell against Reeves. Steps left. 3 ball. Good! Donovan Mitchell show. The Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse is a 10. 113-98. Timeout Lakers.
Donovan Mitchell, a 43-point game in the win over the Lakers. He spoke with TNT.
On a game featuring LeBron James in the city of Cleveland, what's it like being the one that was receiving MVP chants from this crowd?
Man, it's like I always say, it's a blessing, to be able to be in this position. It's kind of weird because I grew up watching him in this arena receiving those chants, so to kind of have that's like a full circle moment for me. And, like I always said, man, it's just a blessing to be able to receive that. It's just a lot of hard work put in, but I wouldn't be in this position wasn't for my teammates helping me and trusting me. And we did it as a collective group to get to this point.
You said you're playing with joy. You're happy. Why?
I got it's weird to say I got a bunch of young guys around me. The guys in the locker room, screaming, yelling, jumping around, making me feel like a kid. And, just sometimes it's just like, a new scenery, new beginnings. And, this team, we got a lot to do, a lot to build. We can go get better. And, I'm just excited to be a part of this. And, if we keep playing like this, we'll do big things.
You're not that old, by the way.
I know, that's the crazy.
So we come into tonight talking about the hottest center in the game. But yet it is Jared Allen, after missing 5 games with a back injury, who drops 24 and 11. What have you seen from him, particularly tonight against this Laker team who came in red hot?
I think with him, there's not much he can't do, on both ends of the floor. He's an elite big, on both ends of the floor. And, he set the tone for us tonight. We were kind of getting in, trying to find our way and, going against a guy who just had 55. And, he set the tone, and obviously he came out and he was still doing our thing. Having Mobley and him down there, it's incredible having those two down there. They're phenomenal bigs, and, we're only going to continue to get better. But J.A. set the tone, and, we just follow J.A.'s lead.
The Cavaliers have won 11 of their 12 home games this season, including their last 7. In Denver last night, Mavs beat the Nuggets by 1. Luka Doncic with his 52nd career triple-double. Historically, only Oscar Robertson has more among players aged 23 or younger. It's Wednesday, December 7th, the day that lives in infamy. It's also the birthday of Hall of Famers in 3 different sports: Johnny Bench, Larry Bird, and Terrell Owens. T.O.'s going to be here this morning, 9:30 Eastern with Key, J, and Max. They're next. I'm Jay Reynolds. Back tomorrow with Sports Center all night. It's ESPN Radio.
Coming up next, Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max on ESPN Radio and ESPN Channel.
Sorry I'm late. The traffic is crazy. Yeah, it is. And it doesn't help that gas prices have skyrocketed. I can't believe how much it costs for gas now.
Everyone's talking about how much gas is, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app, and I get cash back for every gallon of gas I buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid real cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yeah, real cash every time I buy gas.
What? That sounds like it could really add up.
I've made around $200 already.
Wow, that's serious extra money. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TANK99 for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back in your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TANK99 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus in your first tank. That's code TANK99 for 25 cents per gallon cash back in your first fill-up. Cashback's not available in gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The Mets, you lose DeGrom and you add Justin Verlander.
This has been the strategy with this team. Dominant starting pitching, and in the two biggest series of the season last year, that was not good enough. So, yeah, it's great to have Justin Verlander, and he'll help. Does that make us a better team? Is that what this team really needs to get us over the hump?
DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekday mornings from 5 to 8 a.m. on 98.7 ESPN.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
Anyone who has ever needed self-storage knows what a hassle it can be. You have to rent or borrow a truck and then find someone to help you move your stuff. And let's face it, moving furniture and heavy items without damaging them isn't easy. Renting the unit is worse. The hidden fees and admin costs are scarier than the dingy facilities you're leaving your stuff in. Why not use ClosetBox instead? ClosetBox is self-storage without leaving home. They'll pick up your belongings, store them securely, and bring any item back when you need it. The best part? Unlike traditional self-storage, you only pay for what you store. No paying for unused storage space. ClosetBox's background check storage movers are licensed, bonded, and insured and will take care of all of the heavy lifting. ClosetBox's local storage centers are temperature controlled and monitored 24/7. ClosetBox has an A+ rating from the BBB. Call 877-233-5696 now for the season's best rates. Get $50 off first month storage using code RADIO50. That's 877-233-5696. 877-233-5696.
Stop buying tickets without rewards and start getting more from the only ticketing company that rewards you for buying, Vivid Seats. Buy 10 tickets, the 11th is on us. That's like 10% back every time you buy. And with 100% buyer guarantee and over 100 million tickets sold, that's something to sing, laugh, cheer, scream, buy about. Head to vividseats.com for terms and conditions. Vivid Seats. Life happens live.
You're listening to 1050 ESPN, your home for New York Islanders hockey. WEPN, New York, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
When you hear the winning word, text it to 777-000, 777-000, and you're entered for a chance to win $2,500 cash. Eric in Indiana.
Hey, guys. Eric, yeah. So, first off, I want to say thank you for the gift of $2,500. I was one of the winners a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Eric. Hey, get that money, baby.
No, that's going to go a long way in helping. We've had a rough go here in the Elson family. Mom's had lymphoma, so that's going to go a long way so I can help my younger brothers out and my parents out with that. So I appreciate that.
For you, man.
That's good. That's what it's for, man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Keyshawn, J. Will, Max on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and ESPNU. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. You can call us at 888-SAY-ESPN, 729-3776. That's the Dr. Pepper call-in line. What is it?
It's our last day. We're giving away $10,000. It's our last day.
We've given away $190,000, $10,000 per show, $2,500 at a time. Every hour there's a winning word at 10 past the hour. You text it to 777-000, and you're entered for your chance to win $2,500 to KJM, 10K a day giveaway. But Key, this is the last day of the giveaway.
Yep, the last day of the giveaway. So some 4 lucky contestants will win 2,500 big ones.
Yep, each.
How do we run out of money?
You're so California sometimes. Like it's so laid back. Oh, yep, another 20.
What do you want me to do? Yeah, we're not $2,500.
Right. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Be a New Yorker.
You know how it goes. Guys, do you see the Aaron Judge stuff?
Oh, no.
You see the Aaron Judge stuff?
It wasn't 2,500. That's for
It
sure.
won 2,500.
Facts, kid.
It was, I mean, first of all, last year they offered him, they were willing to go to age 37. The Yankees, the stupid Yankees, my favorite team ever, were willing to go to age 37, 212.5. And I knew at the time, okay, that's going to cost you an extra $100 million. And right now, if it was only an extra $100 million, they'd be doing backflips. They'd be so happy, right? Because, okay, the New York Post columnist, MLB columnist John Heyman reported and quickly retracted that Aaron Judge was headed to the Giants on Tuesday. He tweeted, Aaron Judge appears headed to the Giants. 7 minutes after that tweet, Heyman admitted there was no news yet. Quote, Giants say they have not heard on Aaron Judge. My apologies for jumping the gun. But maybe he was jumping the gun because it has been reported that Judge has been offered $360 million by the Giants. The Yankees, remember. Huh?
Did he jump the gun by saying it appears?
I don't know if that's a gun jump or not, right? Like, to me, it sounds like
it.
Look, first of all.
Really? It just sounds like he's saying it appears. Like, it appears that Jay is looking to go coach at Duke. I mean, it doesn't mean you're going.
Yeah, but appears is like one of those words that you sit there like, when you put out a tweet, you're like, what's the right word?
You're a reporter.
Appears. If you're a reporter, you're not typically saying appears.
But this is why. We got
you're so salty.
Shannon, our producer,
you're so salty.
Shannon, our producer, is saying I was about to burn the rundown last night because of that. But here's the bottom line, guys. Yankees offer him $212.5 last year, right? Then they come up, he just set the home run record. All right, we're gonna offer you $3, and maybe we'll go up based on the market, right? We'll go up off of $3. But the Giants, his hometown team, the team he rooted for since childhood, right? The Giants come in with $360. So at that point, here's the question, right? And I understand why Heyman might write appears, as Jay said. Here's the question. Key, I will start with you. If your hometown team, if the team you were playing for and balling out for offered you a contract, $100 million under market at the time, it's not like, now we know. At the time, I said the contract will start with a 3. Any idiot knew this, except for the New York Yankees, apparently, right? So that was $212.5. They underplay you by $100 million. They come in light, make you prove it, right? Now another team comes in at your boyhood team that you rooted for comes in at $360. Let me ask you something, Key. What would it take to get you to stay? Yankees offer him $212.5 last year, right? Then they come up, he just set the home run record. All right, we're going to offer you $3, and maybe we'll go up based on the market, right? We'll go up off of $3. But the Giants, his hometown team, the team he rooted for since childhood, right? The Giants come in with $360. So at that point, here's the question, right? And I understand why Heyman might write appears, as Jay said. Here's the question. Key, I will start with you. If your hometown team, if the team you were playing for and balling out for offered you a contract, $100 million under market at the time, it's not like, now we know. At the time, I said the contract will start with a 3. Any idiot knew this, except for the New York Yankees, apparently, right? So that was $212.5. They underplay you by $100 million. They come in light, make you prove it, right? Now another team comes in at your boyhood team that you rooted for comes in at $360. Let me ask you something, Key. What would it take to get you to stay?
Probably $360.
Just the same number?
Yeah. Yeah, because then I gotta move everything. I gotta do all of those things. I got my uproot, my family, my teammates. I know the market in New York is bigger. So it probably would have to, it would take 360 and above. Anything under 360, I'm going to the Giants.
So pose it to me again, Max.
Okay. Jay, the team that you grew up rooting for, your boyhood team, the childhood team.
Yes.
Offers you 360 when the team you're playing for offered you 212.5, made you prove it, and then came up to 300. But the other team gave you 360. What would it take to get you to stay?
At least 400.
That's what I think too.
400.
Got to start.
You have to
$400 million.
surpass a place that I know, regardless of whether I uproot my family. Look, by the way, let's uprooting the family. Here you go. Here's a wire. Okay, move everything.
Yeah.
Like it's not the most difficult
But they go
thing
to
in the
school
world.
there. Although judges, I don't know how.
Does he have kids?
No, I don't think Judge has kids. No, he's young.
He's going back home.
He doesn't have. I'm talking about me. He asked me.
Yeah, but I'm saying at least 40 million more, Max.
See, to
at
me,
least, and shave off a year.
I'm happy if 360 is the number, then I can't be sensitive and get my feelings involved. Too many athletes, too many times get so butt hurt because somebody gave them one number at one point and then finally said, okay, we'll give it to you. You can't do that. You can't let those emotions take over.
But beyond that, Key, it's the team that you really look. If you grew up rooting for a team, like I'm just thinking from my point of view, I didn't play anything.
Okay, so
hold on,
then
Key.
go. If you
that's what we're talking about.
That's what you really want to do. Why are you negotiating with the Yankees?
So this is what I'm saying. If it were me and the number was 360 from the Giants, I don't think 400 would do it from the Yankees. If I'm already salty about their offer that was $100 million under market at the time. Don't let the Yankees tell you now, well, at the time, no, shut up. It was $100 million under market at the time.
You let emotions get involved in a negotiation. You cannot let emotions get involved in a negotiation.
But the emotions
that's what they do.
But the emotions dictate what you're going to do ultimately anyway.
The emotions gave me $60 million more to go home.
And so, the New York Yankees are willing to go to 360 or maybe even more than 360.
They have to go to more.
We understand that the Giants gave you the 360 number after they saw you play and do what you did. They made a decision, just like the Giants, to up the ante. The Giants made the decision to go back. I mean, not the Giants. The Yankees made the decision to reevaluate their offer after they saw you go for, what was it? What did he hit? 60?
My point is, Key, that 62 home runs.
They watched you say 62. They said, okay, we got to pay him now.
Okay, but look, my point is this. If I'm Judge, and I just think like if it were me and I was playing in San Francisco and the Yankees came through, right? And we're like, hey, we're offering you $60 million over the present offer at San Francisco's offering you. And as a matter of fact, it's $150 million more than they offered you originally. I'm out, man. I'm going to play for the Yankees. If the Giants were like, here's $400 million, I'm like, do I really need the extra 40 or I could play for my childhood team while I'm still in my prime? I'm out. There's almost no number at that point that the other team could give me to stop me from going to the team that I loved growing up.
40 million is a lot of money, though.
It is, but as a percentage, it's 10%, a little bit more.
I like 10% added on.
So what's the premium to not live out your dream as a kid?
Yeah, but I don't think Aaron Judge hates New York. I think he's very comfortable in New York,
That's
right?
True.
So like, and by the way, if there's anybody that epitomizes being
York,
like
that's different.
If there's anybody that epitomizes being like a New York Yankee, like that is Aaron Judge, right? The same way as Derek Jeter. So if you do make that bump up, like that could be enough to change the conversation for sure.
Yeah, you can't let the emotional thing get to you, Max, when it comes to making decisions on your contract because one team offers you more than your original team offered you a year ago, and they wanted to see you if you could do it. They said, okay, you went out and did it now, and they're willing to go wherever everybody else is willing to go. Now you're mad.
Maybe you just want to go home.
You just can't.
Nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, maybe you just want to go home. I've been in a situation in my own professional career where the place I was with was making me a better offer, but another place, which was not as good a place, but the other place was like, yeah, we'll bring you back to where you want to be. It's not even a matter of home. It's a matter of going to where you want to be. Now, I'm assuming, and you guys might be right, I'm presuming that he'd like to be in San Francisco. And maybe he prefers New York. I don't know. But if I'm Judge, after this whole thing, I'm out. I'm out. And it might, at a certain point, the Yankees are going to say, it's not worth the money. We don't want to give him $450 million. But this is the stupidity of the Yankees. To the way they handled this was so stupid.
All right, now you're letting the fandom get involved.
No, let him get involved. That's what he's here for. He's a fan of the team.
That's right. I'm a fan of the team.
They could have taken care of this a while ago, and they chose not to.
Done already. The number was 300. At 300, you'd have signed 275. Probably gets it done back then. But 3 would have gotten it done.
What did they make off the extra $100 that they kept in their bank for 9 months? Did they make anything worth it?
Yeah, but not enough. Probably what, $7 million, something like that. What's the like $8 million bucks? If they mutual fund with they were aggressive, $10 million. That's what they made on the $100 million. Now it's going to cost them $200 million more than they offered. Stupid.
What's our winning word? Let's get to it.
ESPN MLB insider Tim Kirkjian will join KJM in about 20 minutes to discuss the latest with Aaron Judge and the potential fallout if he leaves the Yankees. Guys, it is time for the winning word.
KJ and Max, 10K giveaway.
And the winning word of the hour, you text it to 777-000 here on the last day of the 10K a day giveaway, is Judge. Judge. And I suppose we chose this word because I'm going to judge the Yankees now in their front office. Oh, no, it's because of Aaron Judge? Yeah. Be a part of Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max Nation on the Dr. Pepper call-in line. Call us at 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation is presented by Dr. Pepper. It ain't college football season without the delicious taste of a nice cold Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve. All right, guys, there's big news in the NFL. Injury news in Dallas and San Francisco. That's going to have it seems to me, a major effect on the NFL playoffs. That's coming up.
Hey, it's Greeny. Busy time on Wednesday. We'll be looking at all the latest baseball signings, the latest in the World Cup, and, of course, turning the page to the next weekend in the NFL. It's Greeny, starting 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
The newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
Fairlife brings more to your holiday traditions. It's ultra-filtered milk with 50% more protein, 50% less sugar, and a creamy taste. This season, turn delicious into delicious. Fairlife ultra-filtered milk.
Hey, Ref, that's a football tackle. We're playing soccer here.
He's right. It's soccer.
My Doritos, football.
Is it called football or soccer?
Have you won 2 World Cups?
Does it look like I've won 2 World Cups?
No matter what you call it, don't forget the chips.
This year, become part of a family that celebrates the holidays a little differently. Jeep, there's only one.
During the Jeep Big Finish event, get $1,000 bonus cash, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on these Jeep Grand Cherokee models. Get ready for winter and welcome home your new Grand Cherokee today.
I've never watched Patrick's practice jersey. Superstitious.
Hey, you don't need to get that personal. State Farm Personal Price Plan, it just helps you create an affordable price.
Ugh.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo.
Eat Fresh Refresh just won't stop. Now Subway's refreshing their catering with easy order platters and lunch boxes perfect for any party. Pool parties, tailgates, holiday parties, even retirement parties.
Man, I love parties.
Subway keeps refreshing and refreshing.
This is the Carry-On Closet, a suitcase with a one-of-a-kind patented closet system that keeps you organized anywhere. Pack all you need for up to 10 days and travel without ever unpacking. The comfort of home on the go. Unpack in seconds at Solgaard.co.
The first time you connected your website and your store was also the first time you realized
we can do anything. Cheesecake cookies? The Chookie.
Manage all your sales from one place with a partner that always puts you first. GoDaddy, tools and support for every small business first.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Watch Freeform's 25 Days of Christmas.
Darren Till and Bryce Mitchell.
It's going to be a sight to behold.
My child don't play. We gonna have enough.
These moments don't last forever, but Duracell can make them last longer.
to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. When cold symptoms keep you up, try Vicks NyQuil Severe. Just one dose starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to 9. For max strength nighttime relief, NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Try free at FuboTV.com.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app. Click more on the lower right-hand corner of the app. Scroll down to live radio. You find us right there. You're not tied to your car or your shower, wherever you listen to the radio. You got a phone in your pocket. You do. You have us wherever you are on the app. We're on ESPNU. You can listen to KJM on your smart speaker. You can eventually download the podcast on the smart speaker to say play ESPN Radio. We're presented by Progressive Insurance. The winning word of every hour, when you hear the winning word at 10 past the hour, you text it to 777-000, 777-000. You might win $2,500. The word this hour is judge. That's Judge. So, guys.
Like you judge the Yankees?
I sure do. You better. I judge Hal Steinbrenner, who's turning them into a generic big market team, and Brian Cashman, who Hal just gave an extension to, who's a very good GM, but he's not the best GM in the league, and therefore shouldn't be the Yankees GM. But anyway, we have Odell and Jimmy G.
All I can do is shake my head.
You gotta let him go sometimes. You gotta let him go.
Right.
He'll come back home.
We have Odell news and Jimmy G news in the NFL. That means Dallas Cowboys, San Francisco. What bigger name to report on it than Adam Schefter? Now, Garoppolo might be okay for the playoffs is the news. Listen to Adam Schefter, ESPN NFL Insider on NFL Live.
Doctors concluded today that Jimmy Garoppolo does not need foot surgery. It is not a Lisfranc injury, and he has the chance now to be back in 7 to 8 weeks, making it possible that if the 49ers go on an extended run, they potentially could get Jimmy Garoppolo back later this postseason.
So here's the question, guys. I got an email last night from This Just In, Brian Bork, my producer on This Just In. Do you think the Niners can make a playoff run? And I just assumed no Jimmy G. So I'm like, no. Purdy might be able to hold it down. They're not going to win the Super Bowl without Garoppolo. Now I think maybe they could. But here's the question to you, Key, because you like what you saw from Purdy. If the Niners are in the playoffs, Purdy gets them there. When Jimmy G returns, do you stick with Purdy or do you go to Jimmy G?
Depends on what it looks like, though, right? If it looks like the first 3 quarters that we saw him play and it continues to look that way, then I'm not going to mess up the chemistry of what we're doing. Purdy looks good. That's all I can tell you. All I know is what I saw the first 3 quarters that he played, and let's see what the next game looks like, and the next game, and the next game, and the next game. That's how you have to look at this.
You got to do eyeball tests, see how it looks, how it feels.
Yeah, because if the guy is out there stinking up the joint, but they still winning, then I'm going with Jimmy G. But if he's doing what, he did in those 3 quarters against the Miami Dolphins, and he continuously are doing that, then you got a quarterback. That's just the reality of it.
I mean, breaking your foot, sitting out for 7 to 8 weeks. What makes anybody think that you can just throw him back in the lineup and when the moment matters the most and you're supposed to be sharp? Like that's not realistic for an athlete. Like I don't touch a basketball for 2 days. I feel sloppy. Like 2 days, yet alone 7 to 8 weeks. Now I know you could probably throw the ball, do things, but like moving and having your conditioning and being able to move around like that, you use your feet for all that stuff. There's no way in hell you can just insert him into the lineup. I mean, I think that's fool's gold. Just to think that 7 to 8 weeks, get back in.
Weeks. They got 5 weeks left in the season.
Yep.
That's taking you up basically to the Super Bowl. If
That's what I'm saying.
you're in that position in an NFC championship game, ain't no way in the world I'm playing Jimmy G.
Yeah, Purdy has gotten me there.
Football,
I'm rocking with you.
Why would I do that?
Exactly.
Football, the NFL, and American football, because, the World Cup's going on, is the most meritocratic of all the sports. Like, even though you say, well, he got drafted high, he keeps getting chances, but it's different. Like, you can really, the best player in football can wind up on the bench. One day, you're Kurt Warner. You're the best player in football. You're the MVP. You're Super Bowl champion. The next day, you get hurt. Okay, I'm ready to come back. Oh, hold on. This guy we got now, he's winning games. We're just going to stay with him. And then you find yourself on the bench and then on another team. Like, that really happens. I'm talking about Kurt Warner. This is Jimmy Garoppolo. He ain't Kurt Warner, right? It could easily happen.
You see, Key, I automatically, thinking about Jimmy G coming back, like I heard that news last night. I'm like, okay, whatever. Jimmy G's not really coming back to save this team for a Super Bowl championship. I just don't see that being feasible. But, like, what do you do contract-wise now if you're Jimmy G? Like, this was a year that you were supposed to, get that big deal and still be that big-time free agent. Do you want to stay in San Fran? Do you want to go somewhere else? I'm curious, coming off another injury now, 2 years in a row, what will the market be like for Jimmy G?
I don't think he was ever going to get a huge deal. I mean, he was going to get whatever the market is for Jimmy Garoppolo, but it's not going to be in line with the biggest quarterbacks. He probably would have still been a $25 million quarterback opposed to a $45 million quarterback.
I mean, if they had won the Super Bowl, if they had got all the way to the Super Bowl, the market could have.
He still would have been a 20, because if they would have gone to the Super Bowl with him, it ain't because of him.
No, I hear you, but you don't think somebody else very similar to Aaron Judge would come and say, hey, look, I need a quarterback. I need somebody that can steady the ship.
He's not widely viewed like that. That's one of the reasons that he was still on the market in the summertime, along with the injury. But nobody really was like clamoring to get him. That's why the 49ers had to come back, restructure his deal, and then eventually, once Trey Lance got hurt, they reasserted him back into the lineup. But nobody was like kicking down the door to get Jimmy Garoppolo.
But that's my point, though, Key. So what happens now? You're coming off another injury.
Oh, I mean,
moving forward,
he's there.
He'll still be able to get a job.
A starting quarterback for like the Panthers, something like that.
I think.
I don't know what team, but somebody will bring him in to be their starter somewhere. But they're not going to pay him top dollar, and he wasn't going to get top dollar if he won the damn Super Bowl. They just don't. They don't view him like that. No matter what.
Shanahan style offense. Jimmy G seems to be able to run very well, right? Like, not mess up and run very. All I know is in that offense, he has twice taken a team deep into the playoffs. And by the way, I believe if he stayed healthy, he'd have done it again. Maybe won the Super Bowl. You can't tell. The dude knows what he's doing.
I like him, Max. I like him. He's cool. I like his look.
We'll see what happens with Purdy, Key, because they know what this is the fifth quarterback now that's not named Jimmy Garoppolo in the same system with the same players in the same year that Garoppolo has played with the